Hey, YouTubers, Tasman here, bringing you another episode of, hey, I don't think I said that in the last one, Fantasy Grounds Unity from the ground up. And in the last episode, we built our rogue here named Athena, and I haven't done anything. In fact, I just barely stopped the other recording and started this one. Um, One thing, since we're actually talking about more broad things, just before I get started, I wanted to say thank you to one of my comments on episode 1 of Fantasy Grounds and some clarification. So they were saying, we were talking about how joining a cloud game, um, I think I led you to believe that even if you're not on, it leaves that in the cloud. It's only active while you're in the cloud. So uh, David Maynor said the cloud connection does the client just does the client connection. No campaign info is stored in the cloud. The GM still needs to be logged on and hosting for people to connect. And then he also mentions that Unity treats all images basically the same, only sorted by folders. Working with layers and such gets pretty in depth, but your maps will be in your images tab folder. So right in the assets here, and if we go to the images, although because we're on this one we won't necessarily see that, but if we go into the boss man, and oh wait, is this, yeah, this is the boss man. If we do it in here, you'll see that we actually have our campaign, and these are the images. Don't look at those are for later, because we also are going to do our very own conversion of a PDF adventure over to Fantasy Grounds, so that should be fun as well. Once we get all these characters, because I was thinking, so originally we're going to make 3, but I think what we're actually going to do is we will also make maybe a wizard. So we'll have a fighter, a wizard, a rogue slash, well, I guess we can't have a slash, but I was going to say a rogue warlock, and then a cleric. We will maybe make our rogue into a rogue warlock. I don't know when they hit level 2, but we can't have a rogue warlock at level 1. And we'll actually talk about in this episode. So one thing I also wanted to mention from the previous episode that actually fits good here is you'll notice that Dutheon still has that little purple circle right here, and she does not have anything. This is because we haven't really assigned her a dye color. So now that we have her selected, you can see it says Athena there. At least in the previous one, you could actually assign multiple dye colors. So if we wanted to say maybe a nice teal, we should. I don't see it there. I don't know how to get teal anyway. That's pretty tealish. But I believe normally it will draw another color in there. So when we click on, so if we close him, so we go to him, no, it's not doing it. Alright, whatever. But it also didn't change his dice. But this could also be related to the thing where we were clicking down here and it wasn't changing. I don't know. Oh wait, is it because, was I in the, yes, I was actually. No. Was I? Let's try that again, because maybe I was in the GM. That's the problem. I keep getting confused as to which interface I'm in. So, okay, this is definitely ours, because there's nothing in here. Maybe we'll, all right, so now if we have Athena, which is selected, let's go try and change her dice by adding some blue. There we go. She got a dot now. And then maybe some more blue and green. That's getting teal, right? Oh, that's way bright. That's fine. Let's do that. So now you'll actually see that it will kind of also signify who it is by what character it is. That's why it didn't change. So let's go change these back to pink so I don't get confused. I try and pick a color that, let's just go to white real quick. There's white. Okay, so blue, red, blue, red. Maybe some darkerness. Darker. That'll work. Okay, so now we have our two characters. So what I wanted to point out is, one, to back up your character, all you have to do, and maybe you have to do this as the DM, I'm not 100% sure. And I don't know if I mentioned it, but they were teasing a wizard for making your characters that make this attribute part a lot cooler and easier. But it's not in this version yet. I think I might have said that. So no, we can import characters here. However, if we want to export, what we can do from the GM, because this is the main boss person, we can actually go into characters here. We can click on this up arrow, or the plus minus, that's what I wanted, and then we can click on this export character button, and this will open up. Oh, that's a different. Once again, can I not even move this window? Doesn't seem like it. Can I do the secret of control? No. Maybe this is just the Unity one. So let's see. So we're in D, Fantasy Grounds Unity. And what I do is, outside of the data folder, just where the main thing is, I create another folder. And how do I do that? Do I just right click? No. Is this what I can do? Fantasy Grounds. That's what I'm in. Can you not? Alright, fine. Usually I already have this created, so I just put the files in there. So if I go to D, Unity, so if you look in here, you'll actually see I create a folder called Exports, and these are all the characters that I've created and stuff. So I'm going to do the same thing here. Do EXPORTS. So we'll do that, and we might have to. Whoops, we wanted the DM one. Oh, it actually updates in real time, so that's good at least. All right, so this character, I think, was Dutheon, right? So we will say, is that clicked on? Duthion. I think it was Dutheon we clicked on. Actually, let's just cancel and do it again so I can make sure. So once again, we go to D, Fantasy Ground Unity, Exports, and this for sure is Dutheon, Duthion. And we can go ahead and hit save, and you'll see that it does exactly what we wanted it to, right there. Now we have a Dutheon XML, which is his character. And then we'll do the same with Athena. And the reason we want to do this is because we don't want to lose that one in case we do something on accident. Plus, if it got deleted, oh, it doesn't remember. Oh, it does remember where we were. It just doesn't update the path. Oops, wrong one. Go back. Exports. And this is ETHEENA, Athena. And save. All right, so now if we want to take a character, so what I want to do is, let's see if we can do this real quick, because I'm not 100% sure that I can do it from here. I know I can create a new one. However, if Athena is released, then she'll be in this window. So if we click on, wait, I didn't release her, did I? Toggle AFK, oh, there's release. I thought that was, okay. So Athena is now in here. So you can copy a character really simply by clicking on it. Nope, I can't do that in here. Okay, well, that's good to know. All right, so what we're gonna do is go into the DM one. So as a DM, I can copy a character by simply taking it out and putting it back in, and now you'll see it actually has a copy of Athena. And maybe we'll call this one Brindy or something, which is another World of Warcraft character of mine. When in doubt, just shout out your World of Warcraft characters. So now we have Athena copy, and there we go. we'll change this to Brindy. Brindie, and that's how I spelled it. So here we have a character that is a level 2 character. I mean a level 1 character. What we want to do is turn her into a level 2 character in Fantasy Grounds Portraits. Nope, that was the wrong one. It was the Smiteworks ones. There we go. Actually, let's give her... let's make her a little different. She's not a tiefling. We'll just pretend that's a hat or something. I don't know. So we do that. Now it switches. So this is Brindy. She's got this cool little hat she's wearing. And that kind of lends to a warlock, if you ask me. So what we're going to do is Brindy here is going to end up being a level 3 character. And there's a reason for that. One, I want to show you how to level your character. Let's give her... maybe some nice, I don't know what, nice baby bluish color dye. That'll work. So what I want to show you is how you can level your character, and then we'll also do the multi-classing. So let's go ahead, and the first thing we want to do to multi-class, that's kind of close to the teal, is go ahead and click on the magnifying glass, and this is where you see your character information. So we have the level, and this level is the total level of your character, because this level is the level of that class. And this is very important to remember, because in Dungeons and Dragons, the highest level you can reach is level 20. So you'll never be able to be a level 20 rogue / level 20 warlock. You just can't do that, because that would be a total level of 40. So really quick, the quickest way to level up your character, and I'll just show you a couple. Maybe we'll make a level 4, because I want to show, well, nah, I don't have to do that. So let's go ahead and grab class here, and we will put Warlock down here for now and Rogue down here for now. So a couple ways you can do it is you can actually drag this eye on top of this line, and it'll turn it to Rogue 2. And then it will also apply any of the changes. If you just simply go into here and change this to a 2, it doesn't actually do it intelligently. So you want to definitely drag the thing on there so it recognizes it and will actually do the things you need it to. So having said that, we'll only do a level 3. So that's one way you can do it. You can drag it here, or if you have that other window open, you can actually drag it in here and it will create another one. You'd want to drag, I think if you drag it in here, you definitely want to drag it on top of the rogue and not down here. Otherwise, it'll just think it's a multi-class and actually create 2 rogues level 1, which is something you don't want. I'm thinking maybe I want to back up Brindy just in case we screw stuff up. That sounds like a good idea. Let's go ahead and do that real quick. Oh, that was the wrong thing. Let's do that. Let's go ahead and click on this. Brindy's right here. We'll go ahead, and it looks like it's all in there. So Brindie. So there's Brindy. Save. Boop. Okay, now I'm a little happier because I'm not 100% sure how this is going to work. And let's just test this real quick, because at least that's how I think it worked before. If we drag Rogue in here, no, it actually knew it was Rogue. And you'll notice it actually added stuff in there for us. So definitely good. What I want to do now is we're going to go delete that Brindy. Go ahead and, whoops, go like this. And bye, Brindy. And we'll go ahead and, this is good also because we can learn to import characters. So to import characters, you click on the import button, and you can import from, I think these are all from different, yeah, they come from different campaigns that are listed in here. Or if you click the import file, then you can actually go into there, and we can actually say select. So these are other campaigns that are listed inside this in my fantasy grounds here, right? So now that we've done that, we can go back, and now we see we have Brindy again. It does not save portrait information with the character, but now if we come in here, we can re-choose Brindy, and then we can go here and go to data, and we did the right one this time, and we'll go ahead and do that one. All right, so that's one way you can do it, is you can drag the class information directly in there. Now we don't have dye color again. Maybe a nice purple. Not very dark. Let's make it a darker purple. There we go. Oh, that's Duthion. Dang it. There. Oh, yeah. Well, there we go. That's a definitely greenish teal color. Okay, so the other way you can do it, and I find much easier, is if you have that window open, you can just simply grab the thing, take it out of the window, or bring it back in, and now you'll see it's level 2. It also automatically adds anything. So when you go level 2 and so forth, you kind of want to go look and see what it says here. Cunning action is being added, so we can go look and see what cunning action is. We already had that. So cunning action is definitely one of the new things. So starting at this, we can actually use the our bonus action, because you get a bonus action each turn, and we can use this to dash, disengage, and hide. So this is a bread and butter for a rogue, is the once you get the cunning action. All right, so now we have a level 2. And I'm not going to actually go add all the spell stuff, because we're going to delete her when we're all done. But we'll be able to see we have cunning action, 1 level was added, the hit points was increased. However, it does not always add. So before we were at what? That's a D8 plus our 4, which was 12. So it went up to 21. 12 and 8 is 20, and that would be like 24. So it doesn't automatically keep this up. Generally, the way that you would level up is you would take a D8, in this case, roll it, and you would actually go up 7 from your first one. Your first one is usually always maxed. So where we're a D8 plus 4, that's 12. And now we just rolled a 7. So 12 and 7 is 19, and that's 21, 22, 23. So we're actually 24, because we add our constitution to each level as well. So now we have 24 hit points as this character. However, we want to multi-class. So what we do to multi-class, whoops, that was the wrong one, is once again, we can do it on the line there, but I like to do it in here so I can keep track of what's going on. We can go in, and now we can choose, we don't have it, class, and we can choose a Warlock. So I'm going to put a Warlock down here. So we have that, and maybe we'll also put the Rogue down here. Like a show. Alright, so now all we'd have to do to say, oh, but I want to be a Warlock. So you'll notice we're level 2 here, we're level 2 here. When we drag in a Warlock, now we're a level 1 Warlock, level 2 Rogue, but our total character level is 3. So for a Warlock, I'm going to choose Fiend, and you'll see that this automatically added all the stuff we need. And this is where we will need to go and tweak any additional things. Technically, I guess you can get the inventory and everything else that it says, but you only get 1 background, so you don't necessarily get extra money, but you might get extra items. I would probably rule as a GM that no, you do not get another backpack. But as far as like a staff for a weapon and things along those lines, sure. And any specialty things, because I believe a Warlock will also have something like a component pouch for doing magic or something. Or maybe that's only wizards. No, I think they have like an arcane focus or something. Not 100% sure. Let's see if it's listed in here. Elf training fan. It would be up here. So now you can see we have Dark One's Blessing, and you can actually see we have Otherworldly Patron, which we chose, the Fiend. We have Pack Magic. We have, there's the Fiend right there. So we have all these new additional things, and then what we would do is come in here and go add those things as we need to. You'll also notice because we're a level 1 Warlock, we now have spell slots. So we can go in and add our different stuff, you know, our different spells and all that fun stuff. Let's see, trying to think if that was everything that I wanted to talk about with multi-classing. So once again, as we level up now, basically you would choose, so if we go into the library, we'll real quick go to the player's handbook and go to the reference manual. We'll go ahead and open this up, and let's go ahead and search Level, I think maybe. What we're looking at, maybe this was a bad one. There's way too much that says level in it. How about XP then? There is no, oh whoops, that's LXP. There's no LXP. XP. There's lots of these too. Let's scroll down and see if maybe there is. So at the beginning of the book, not 100% sure where, but let's go ahead and delete this again. At the very beginning of the book, it actually talks about describing your character beyond first level, maybe. Here we go. So you can see here that to level your character from level 1 to level 2, you need to have 300 XP. So to level 3, you have to have 900 XP, and then you need 2700 XP, then 6500, so on and so forth. So what we would do is when we hit, so right now we're a level 3, so to hit 4 we'd need 2700 XP. So if we go in here real quick, and of course it didn't do any of this, but let's say 2700 XP, and this means we at least have the 900 because we leveled up. When we hit this 2700, we do not get a level up to things because we only get to go up one total level, one character level. So when we hit that point, what we need to do is then decide which of these two we're going to level up. Like maybe we only wanted Rogue to be able to get the sneaky stuff and the sneak attack, but then we really don't care about much past that. Or maybe we want to try and get them up, you know, evenly, which means we would get a level 10 Rogue, level 10 Warlock in the end. In that case, we would say, okay, well, then we're going to level up our Warlock. So we'd simply grab the Warlock, move it in, and now you'll see we're a level 2 Warlock. When we hit the next milestone, we will do that again. We'll do that one. And as you can see with our Rogue, as a level 3, we get the ability to choose between an Assassin, a Thief, and an Arcane Trickster. I think I'm going to choose Arcane Trickster. There's some fun stuff in there, so we'll go ahead and do that. And then with our level 3, and you'll see that this says 1/3 on caster. This is because I actually get some wizard spells. So now let's go up to level 3 on Warlock, and you know, you can keep doing it, but you'll see your total level here is 6. Let's say we get up to a level 10, 8, 9, and 10. So as a Warlock, we're a level 7, but as a Rogue, we're level 3. So what we can do then is, you know, as we level up, we will be definitely adding this. You will see that you do get a new hit die, which means you would get 3 of these, so 3 times 8 would be the 24, and then you get 7 of these. So you level up and your hit die goes up. If we would have chose a wizard, for example, I believe they get a d6. So that doesn't mean we get, you know, a total of 10 d8s. We get 3 d8s and 7 d6s. And that's how you would add up to your base, and then you would simply do the +4 for each of them again. Now, at level 4, we actually would have leveled up also and I believe also at 6, we get attribute increases. And an attribute increase, basically what you can do is you basically are given 2 attribute points. You can put them both in one attribute, or you can split them up between 2 attributes. So for example, let's say I didn't want to be a -1 strength anymore. I could actually put 1 in there, making it 10, making this a 0. And then if I wanted to maybe increase my intelligence so that I get another point, I would go to 14 there, which would give this a +2. So every even number past 10, you get a point. That's why so 8 and 9 is -1, 10 and 11 is 0, 12 and 13 would be 1, 14 and 15 would be 2, 16 and 17, which I don't have here, would be 3, and then 18 and 19 would be 4, and then 20 would be 5, and 21. But you can only go up, the rules of 5e says you can only go up to level 20, and that's it. Alright, so anyway, we're not going to mess with all this because normally you would be leveling a lot slower. You'll also notice up here it says Rogue 3, Warlock 7. Now, can you multi-class to even more classes? Why, yes, of course you can. You can actually do, I don't know if the rules say anything officially, but Fantasy Grounds will allow you to do as many as you want. Let's say we want to be a Rogue, Warlock, Barbarian, which is kind of counterintuitive because a Barbarian gets bonuses for not wearing armor. Our Rogue is wearing armor, our Warlock can't. So maybe we want to be our own healer. Let's be a Druid. Let's be a Rogue, Warlock, Druid. In which case, we wouldn't be using a sword because it's metal. Who knows? I mean, you can do whatever you want. However, some things are more intuitive. So let's be a Rogue, Warlock, Cleric. So now you'll see with this, we are a level 7, a level 3, and a level 1. And you'll notice that we actually have D8s on all of them. Up here it now says Cleric 1, Rogue 3, Warlock 7. So our total level is 11. And we would be able to go into our actions and add additional, trying to add cleric spells and things like that. So we would be able to add additional information in here as far as what our character is. Now, as far as spell slots go, I don't think they stack. I might have to look that one up because that's a very interesting question. I know in the Player's Handbook, it actually has a section on multi-class. Let's see, multiclass. I don't know if it's considered one word. Maybe not. Let's see. Let's just do multi. multi. Is that an I? I can't even see my thing. mult. Let's try that. What do they call it then? multipl. Well, if it didn't have multi, it wouldn't have multiple class. This should have class. Oh, maybe it has to be uppercase. multi? No. mul? No. This might be glitching out, I'm not sure, because it should have class. Let's do druid. Yeah, I think it's just telling us no on everything right now. Or maybe, actually, you know what it might be? Let's do this again real quick. It might be you have to actually click on that so it searches everything underneath. I'm not sure. MULTI. There we go. That's a little better. So right here, there it is, multi-classing. So you can see there's a whole bunch of rules for it. Now, some multi-classing, you have to have certain things. For example, let's see if our guy is even valid. So as a rogue, which is our primary, so to go to rogue warlock, we need to have at least charisma 13, and we had 14, so we were good. And then to do rogue warlock cleric, we needed wisdom 13, which we're also good. So technically we could actually become this because we meet all the ability scores, or the minimum scores. And I just wanted to check, to qualify a new class you must meet. Let's see if it says how many it could be. Although we're at 30 minutes, so I should probably end. Anyway, it does tell you all the different information here. And it's got, oh, here we go. There's multi-class spell slots. So if you're multi-classed, instead of following your classes one, you actually have to follow this one, saying you get two first, three. So as an 11, we had 4 first, 3 second, 3 third, 3 fourth, 2 fifth, and 1 sixth. You gain the starting equipment of your first class only. Oh, so there you go. There's the answer to that. All right, so oh, and then it talks about your proficiencies: light armor, medium armor, shield, light armor, 1 skill from the skill class thieves tools. So this is if you were multi-classing into a rogue. If you're multi-classing into a cleric, you get these additional, and then warlock, of course, you get these additional, which the rogue already has that. The difference would be cleric also gets medium armor and shields, but I believe I get light armor as a rogue. Oops. It is abilities. That is one long list. Light armor, light armor, light armor. Yeah. Alright, so hopefully you guys enjoyed this. Hopefully you learned something new and you liked what you learned. I'm not 100% sure if you can actually multi-class more than just 2. And I don't have time to read it right here. I could always read it. You have 3 levels in Wizard, 2 in Fighter. And I guess you can keep doing it as long as you meet the minimum requirements, which are these guys, the ability score minimum requirements and such. But hopefully, like I said, you enjoyed. If you did, be sure to leave a thumbs up down below. Aside from that, comment, like, and subscribe. Follow me on Twitter. Check out my Discord and my other channels. And don't forget about my great big game giveaway. When I hit 1,000 subs, I'm giving away 57 Steam games and probably 1 copy of Fantasy Grounds Classic Standard Edition, which means if you want to upgrade it to Unity, you only need to pay, I think it's like $30. So that's pretty good still. But like I said, hopefully you enjoyed. If you did, I already said that. I'm repeating myself. Anyway, like I said, that averages out to be 1 out of every 20 subs will get a game, which is pretty cool. So tell everyone you know about my channel. Have them check it out. If they like it, they can sub, and we'll be 1 step closer to that great big game giveaway. And that's it. So thanks for watching, and until next time, I'll be seeing you later. Bye.